It's great. Hi, welcome to Inkwell Society. Here on twitch.tv/Arcana and twitch.tv/D&D. Welcome, everyone. I know it's been a while. You should have missed us. Yeah. I was going to go with that song, whatever that song was. Shouldn't have missed you. Girl. Oh, no, not that one. Oh. Is that a new Bard song? Which spell is that going to be for?
Ooh, I miss you, girl. It's like a charm.
I thought that
a charm.
I thought that was Shields.
Oh, no, that's...
I missed you. God, you guys. No, it's great. So we've got a nice little game plan today. We're going to go ahead and show you guys a pretty awesome little set of raffle items here.
Ooh.
So, and it's not our only, and make sure you don't show them.
Oh,
okay, great. This isn't our only raffle, because Satine, as I understand it, we also have some books that we get to raffle as well, yeah?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, actually.
What we're gonna raffle is both a Dungeon Master's Guide and a Player's Handbook.
Oh, a PHP and a D&D?
Yeah, I'm gonna send, I just decided.
Oh. Do you hear that? She just decided.
I have the power! I can power raffles!
big boy table now. So we will have one raffle that will probably run up till some point, and then the second raffle will be the Player's Guide and the Dungeon Master Guide, and that one will be sometime after the other raffle. Yeah, good for you. Okay.
We're splitting raffles.
So we're gonna splaffle.
It's a raffle day.
The raffle.
It's a raffle day, and this is a good raffle.
It is?
Yeah, so we'll talk about the first raffle real fast here. Or actually, should we start with our thanking our partners and stuff like that?
Whatever you like, Dungeon Master.
Let us start with announcements, and then we'll talk about the raffle.
Oh,
but you want to stay here.
We want to announce some things before we get started.
I feel like announcing is,
Okay. So, before we get started, let's announce this. World Anvil is one of our sponsors. They're a site that lets you do world building apps. You've got interactive maps, timelines. You can do some notes. There's a campaign manager, and you can find all that at worldanvil.com. Then we've also got the Rook and the Raven. They do campaign diaries for those of you who like to write notes and keep your little things for your character. They've got some travel diaries, or they've got this normal spiral book. But you can get card holders with it, track your spells and tarot cards and cool things like that. There's even some system-specific kits coming out for things like and all these kinds of really cool things. D&D and too much stuff. And you can find that at therookandtheraven.com. Of course, Maze Arcana Extra Life is coming up with Satine going up on November 3rd. You'll be able to see her playing with Chris Lindsay as her DM, and there's also Adam Lee and Kat Kruger are also DMing that weekend. That'll be for Satine's raising money for Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. She has a $1,000 goal, and if you go and you bid, and if you donate, you get to help her because you get all kinds of cool stuff. Like you can get RPG as your familiar to cast spells and
Adventures League.
Yeah, Adventure League stuff. Cert. And you get like healing potions.
Yeah. I need some healing potions. I need a Revivify. I need all the things because I'm playing Vlania and she can't die.
And Vlania is the manager from Sirens of the Realms. So
yeah, help.
Speaking of Vlania from Sirens of the Realms, you're gonna be able to find her on Idle Champions in a couple of weeks. So if you want to get that, you can catch Idle Champions on Steam, and it's actually the most downloaded Steam game right now. So go get it while you can. Then we've also got Satine and Rudy showing up at Gamehole Con. Gamehole Con's showing up on November 9th through 11th up in Madison, Wisconsin. That's where you get to see them do like a couple of panels and a few games. And speaking of D&D Beyond, which I didn't speak of, you got a couple of guys. We got Eric Lang and Patrick Rothfuss.
Patrick Rothfuss!
Yes, they're both going to be there. They're going to be playing as well as on the panels, right? Right? Yeah. You can go to gamehole.com and find all the details for that if you're up in Madison, Wisconsin, or you want to take a trip up there where it's not cold yet. Also, Wormwood is our wonderful dice tray providers. They've got a Kickstarter going on right now. It ends tonight. So if you want to get the new stuff, you got to get on there right now because they're doing some cool Cthulhu scripts.
Oh, yes.
They're actually got the script is called Cursed. We can see an example here and something that you might be able to win tonight. That's a particular secret phrase that I hear, like, unlock something that drives you mad if you're not prepared for
like
it.
the box. Every time you open the box, you have to say the key phrase.
Otherwise, you get cursed. They also have dice. You get all kinds of cool dice sets there with their Kickstarter as additions. And of course, in addition to those cool things for your campaign, there's a cool set of stuff called campaign coins. They just finished their Kickstarter, unfortunately, so you're going to have to buy the stuff. Not that one. Nope. Campaign coins puts out some pretty cool stuff. And this recent Kickstarter they had was for epic treasure coins. You could get coins that are like 500 and 5,000 and 10,000 coin values. They had these warriors on the 500s, and they had these dragons on the 5,000, and for the 10,000 they had these cool castles with like elves and dwarves and orcs. It's really kind of neat. Go get them for your campaign. We're going to be using them soon. You can also go to campaigncoins.com and get some of the earlier sets, which included things like the Dungeon Castle set, the Tavern set, the Market set, and the Fantasy Board Game set as your starter set, so you don't have to piecemeal everything to get a game going. And so with all that, also say thank you to D&D for bringing us all this wonderful gaming and hanging out together. Rudy and Satine for dealing with us and letting us be stupid on camera.
I mean, thank you guys for coming to play. Also, if you like Eberron, there is a book that you can pick up on the Dungeon Master Guild that also happens to be the hottest selling, highest numbered
Like ever.
It's
ever.
adamantine, I thought.
It is adamantine, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they just invented new.
Yeah, it went
Levels.
from like,
Levels.
here, this is the maximum. And then it went, pff,
Yeah.
it was a very
It jumped
wonderful-
the
Congratulations.
Well, so it's like when you take an Olympic gold medal and you got to go dip it in titanium in order to make it cooler.
And then you dip it in adamantine so it can't be crit.
What's it called, Ruti?
The book.
The Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron.
Yeah. The Eberron.
Yeah, Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron.
Written by Rudy Rutenberg and Keith Baker.
Keith Baker.
So go get
I don't know
that.
why I
If-
felt like that was it.
We may be seeing some of those little rules show up here eventually. I'm guessing.
We will, and that's a good thing that you reminded me because I need to give you guys an update on some new rules that are going to be coming out. But first off, we've got that, and then Keith and I will also be putting out a follow-up to that here shortly with some really interesting classes and subclasses. Well, I guess subclasses mostly, as well as new feats, new marks,
Oh, cool.
new things like that.
You know, speaking of new things, there's one thing that I don't think they know about that's new.
What's that?
Her.
Oh, God. I mean, way to spoil the surprise.
I'm also not a thing,
It's true.
I'm
She's a
fighting
person.
words.
just to be clear.
Oh,
She's a person.
gosh.
You're a
It's a new player.
wonderful human being.
Thank you,
I heart you.
Satine.
But she's new.
To this game, not to Maze Arcana,
No.
because Miss Torture here was was a wonderful addition to Fury's Fate, and literally was the one that came in and kicked all the butt.
She did.
It's true.
She
I think
beat
I
up all the
almost
things.
died at the end.
You died.
I
You almost
think
died a few times.
Dodger saved everyone.
No, that was
Yeah, I
me.
think it was Dodger.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, whatever. Who's counting? Except for me. Yes, ma'am.
Can we talk about these things?
Yeah,
So that we can move them because they're like falling off the table.
much
There's
stuff.
so many things to give away. They're falling off the table
What?
in front of us.
Somebody's been freaking saving up.
Uh-oh.
So Haji,
Haji?
Hotgill 85.
yeah, who has been a supporter for us for a long time.
Donated a few subscriptions.
Yeah, just a couple.
Just a couple.
Right now?
Only 100
Just
subs.
now. 100
Wow.
subs? Dude.
Oh my god. Thank you, Hachi.
Yeah, that's a whole fleet of subs.
That is a
We have a-
fleet.
We have a fleet.
Nicken, don't you dare try and beat that.
No, I dare her to.
No. Oh my god. Yes, thank you. Oh my
Thank
god.
you so much.
You. That's incredible.
That is really nice.
Now we're all
It's like
speechless.
everybody in chat just got hit. sub. You get a sub, and you get a sub, and you get a sub, and other people that haven't shut up yet, you get subs too.
That's good because I'm hungry. I need a sub.
Can we do the raffle, please?
So let's show you guys what the raffles are going to look like. If you've been checking out the tweets that we've been putting out, we've got some really awesome. These are basically like you can build your dungeon as you go just by like shuffling up the cards and dropping them down. There's an ice cavern and like a molten core style situation going on there, and it's basically auto cartography, randomized dungeons for all their needs. Then we have a paint set with some minis and the brushes, all from D&D specific. And we're gonna throw in the Force Grey miniatures. So you can get all of your favorite characters and paint them from Force Grey.
Those are from Gale Force 9?
I believe they're all Gale Force 9, WizKids, or D&D specific.
Limited to 1,500.
Oh yeah, there's only 1,500 of those.
1,500 sets.
Yeah, of the Force Grey sets.
Collector's edition.
Yeah. And then, if it was really hard for your players to remember what their magic items did, it's not going to be a problem anymore. Because now we have the magic item cards available for you. Well, I guess they're going to be,
Makes it very easy as opposed to you just not giving us magic items.
How do you think that I just kept that from being a problem?
Well, now we have cards.
Yeah. Yeah. We should check and see if it has all the common ones in there.
Yes.
We'd be lucky.
You would be. All right. So this is a limited edition. They only made about 1,000 of these. This is a special limited edition Tomb of Horrors cloth map, silk cloth map, and it's got some signatures on it. And one of them is Keith Baker's. And it will definitely have everybody's signature that is here by the end of it. This is a special edition Wormwood box. There's a phrase on it that you will have to decode when you get it. We're not going to tell you what it is, but it is a beautiful Wormwood box.
It is a wenge.
Yep.
Wenge. Wood.
And inside is one of the, what would we call it? It's not ivory.
No.
Pearl.
Is it pearl? Porcelain?
It's very pearlescent.
No.
Wolf's Den Gaming just gifted 150.
115?
Wolf's Den Gaming just gave 115 subs to the channel.
That's what it said.
Wow.
What? Oh my god, you guys are the best. This is the best return ever.
Yeah, wow. What a... Kim, would you like a sub?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. We'll see if we can get you a sub.
Okay.
Ah, gosh.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
Oh my gosh.
So we've got the...
That's 250 in just the first few minutes.
Let's see. And I had forgotten to turn on the raffle.
Bot. What's that? You're holding Kai?
Exclamation mark.
So now you can exclamation mark or raffle, exclamation point raffle. Kai has a enhanced edition Baldur's Gate 2. I feel like you guys aren't sharing the love at all here. We're just
No,
like all
they're going to share
It's
with
a lot
them.
of stuff.
Oh,
I
okay.
organize it so we can put it away, if you like.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. You know what? I really appreciate that because you know how
I hate
specific
putting
I
things
am.
away.
So the Baldur's Gate 2 enhanced edition from Beamdog Games and Dungeons and Dragons. A pair of these are really good pencils. The eraser's a little you can burn down the eraser really fast if you're not careful. Use the sides for sure, but those are some of my favorite writing utensils.
Yeah, our friend uses it. It works at SpaceX.
SpaceX, because they can write upside down because they're pencils. You will get 2 gold dragons from Waterdeep.
Specially designed by Han Cholo, for those of you who actually know who that is.
True story. And a tote bag.
Totally necessary.
Totally necessary. That is totally another dragon on the top, so you get 3 dragons.
I could have sworn that was a satchel.
Fair.
It is a satchel.
We'll let people in chat educate the other people in chat about what that satchel means.
Also, there's 2 sheets of stickers.
Yes.
Yep.
I put them away.
Put them away.
Before you wondered why she was holding those, you get the 2 sheets of stickers.
Yes.
Limited edition stickers.
Yeah.
And then I also kind of want to. Do you have a bunch of dice in your box? I kind of just want to show that off.
Oh, the box?
Yeah, this is another thing that Wormwood made for us, which is pretty ridiculous.
Is this a comma? Also, this exists.
Yes, this also exists. This is not going in the raffle. Sorry, because otherwise Kai would just mark up the tables. But I just wanted to show that off for some of the awesome things that Wormwood can do. So we've got a satchel of holding for you that is going to be our first raffle giveaway for the evening, and then you must be present to win. And unfortunately, the satchel of holding will only be in we'll say this continent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other raffle is open to international.
That's right. So Dungeon Master's Guide and a Player's Handbook, and I believe if so,
there will be stickers.
Well, of course there'll be. I mean,
stickers.
Oh, new stickers.
Yeah. The new stickers. But would it be possible, do you think, that if somebody is in a foreign country with a foreign language, that they may be able to get a no? Okay.
No.
I don't know. No. We don't have all of them. I don't know.
We just ship it out of here. So,
oh, okay. Gnarly. Yeah. Either way. So that'll be our second raffle. And does anybody have anything else we want to talk about?
I would like to play Dungeons and Dragons, please.
Oh, would you like to play Dungeons and Dragons? Okay. I suppose. Any more announcements?
Should we announce our names for the new people who are coming to watch us?
Sure. I guess. I mean, why not? Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Kyle Vogt, and I'm playing Lucien, the elf coroner.
Oh, I'm in this?
Ah.
I haven't been introduced yet, though.
You know what?
You want to keep it secret?
I like this. This is Kim Horcher. That's all you need to know.
That's all. That's the important part.
I'm a Paddington Bear.
Fair enough.
I am Setting Phoenix, community manager of Dungeons and Dragons, and tonight I am Rose, an Onderin elf lounge singer.
And I'm Kai Noman, and I'm playing Felix.
It's good enough for me.
Yep.
And I'm your Dungeon Master, Rudy Rudenberg. Why don't we go ahead and roll that beautiful intro promo thingy? Hi and welcome back. Hope that got you a little bit excited. It's we're gonna have the new one. Don't worry if you missed the new one or the old one. We got you something for you. It just won't be today. So with that, we're gonna dive right back into the dirty streets of Sharn. I hate this place. The poopa place. We're gonna drop right back into Sharn. And for those of you who were with us last year. Or it wasn't last year, but last season.
Like a long time ago.
It feels like that, doesn't it? I mean, we had a long hiatus. Well, actually, I think Kyle has the best memory out of everybody.
It's true. It is known.
What? What do you want me to do with it?
I just want you to do the recap, and then I'll set the scene and get us rolling.
Oh, for the last thing we were up to, we were going into the hookah lounge. I can't remember the name of the bar off the top of my head.
The Cocoon Saloon?
The Cocoon Saloon with Hooks, the giant out bouncer. And we went in there to go and find out what was going on with this secret underground trading that we were trying to find the person behind it. And in the process, we saw Hooks get murdered, fall from this huge higher level and smash to the floor. And we all ran towards it while we were getting attacked and jumped in to go find out what was happening into this Dream Lily Lounge where people were having trouble. Of course, a lot of people were jumping in and hurting themselves unconscious. A lot, like half our party almost died from falling again. Luckily, I was able to stabilize them. Fortunately, we had to leave them there. We ended up with Grizz and Lucien running out the secret back door and walking out of the crowd when the police showed up to arrest everyone for this it was involved in this big fight and murder in this nightclub, and Rose was trying to mingle her way out, as well as Felix trying to get out. Unfortunately, he was unconscious from the amount of Dream Lily that was floating in the Dream Lily den, and decided to take a nap at an inopportune moment right before the cops showed up.
I remember something, and I might be wrong here. When we investigated the owl's body, wasn't it not the owl?
There was no owl body there.
Yeah.
There was a there was a guard body there with a stab in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl who was by Hoops when he fell had a knife and was sort of
I may have
mesmerized.
killed her. I may have had her murdered on accident. I may have used her as a shield.
You did.
But she was a trouble anyway.
She was a troublesome child, yes.
Yes, I hate those riffraff kids.
And so we have not seen Hoops' body, per se.
It's all a farce.
All right, that's a pretty good recap.
That was a Kyle recap.
That was a Kyle recap. So the thing that's important to know that was left out is something I can actually just kind of set us into. So, without further ado, I believe at this point, it's somewhere past 12 bells. The darkness and the temporary reprieve from the rain seems to have blessed your evening. There is an appropriately gleeful amount of music coming across from some of the other establishments in the neighborhood, as the two of you slink off in different directions. You moved out very quickly, quite a bit ahead of everybody else. Rose made her way, I think you were headed north through the, actually with the first set of crowd fleeing the incident at the Cocoon Saloon. And you had thought you had glimpsed upon somebody from your past and sought to pursue that person. Do you remember who that was?
I don't remember his name offhand, but yes, I know who it is.
Okay.
He's my not sugar daddy.
I forgot that was a thing. My not sugar day. Okay. And probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 to 5 minutes after that, a somewhat disheveled elf made his way into and disappeared within the crowd that was fleeing.
And I'm using minor illusion to turn my coat from the normal black to this, so I'm in costume.
Okay, I think that's great. And so Laucian's carefully disguises himself with minor illusion, making his way into the crowd, sort of disappearing. Another large gentle furry, tries to conceal a bar stool in his skimpy jacket, only long enough to realize that it was really making it hard for him to blend into a crowd, then drops it and also moves to disappear inside the throngs of people moving away. Laucian, would you please give me Where did that thing come from? It's like all of a sudden.
We've got a fly flying around here.
Yeah. Who's familiar is that?
Not mine. That's gross.
You know what? Actually, it
Oh
makes
my God.
absolute sense for Lossian to have a fly as
I don't have flies for familiar.
I kind of think you.
I just have them as pets.
Okay. All right. So Lossian, go ahead and make me a stealth check. And
I know
Yes.
his name. Kurpak.
mm-hmm.
Fuzrot.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I say it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Not
by
how
me.
it's spelled.
Well, would you, if you were going to try to pursue him, would you make me a, we'll call it a perception check.
That is a 16.
15.
15 and 16. Wow, Satine beat Kyle for the first time ever.
That's crazy.
Okay, so Lossian, you're able to disappear into the crowd, especially with the help of your illusion. You are fairly confident that the Sharn Watch will not find you lost in this throng of people. You do a pretty good job of tracking the person who's moving away from you at a pretty rapid speed. The heels that you're in are flats, or what was Rose wearing?
I'm an expert heelsmith.
Okay, so the heel smith made her way sprinting through the night air, heading north. Let's see. Go ahead and you did a good perception check to make sure that you could keep an eye on him. However, there's a bunch of people here. Give me an athletics check to see if you can push through the crowd and make it to the lift before he disappears up it.
That's a 2 minus 1.
A 2 minus 1?
We.
All right, so you push your way, continuing to push your way through the throng of people that are trying to exit this lower Dura and get away from the catastrophe that just happened inside the Cocoon Saloon. And you can see the lift starting to go up, and Kurpak standing at the edge of the lift looking out over Sharn towards the Dagger River.
Kurpak! I'm just trying to get his attention. Oh.
He does not see you.
Doesn't have to.
Uh-huh.
Because I have message.
You do.
Nice.
Kurpak is Rose. Look down.
Here's the question, though. Do you, you have to target a creature, I believe. It does not have to be a creature that you are designating by name, so you can actually just point out at the one. So you see the figure upstairs on the lift.
Come back. I'm scared.
He looks over at a woman to his right.
I said it's Rose. I'm down here. It's Rose.
Oh, you're catching eye contact with him. But you can see this person.
I'm sending you a brain message. You can answer me. It's a new trick I learned.
Who's Kurpak?
You're not Kurpak?
Can I answer again?
Yes.
Who's Kurpak?
Who are you?
John.
You're not who I thought you were. You look like someone I know.
Does this count as cheating?
What?
Oh, my wife is right next to me. I'm
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
You're pretty.
thank you.
And the lift stops at the top, kind of reaching outside the range of your whisper, or your message, and disappears.
I just stand there and cry.
Aww.
And look around. Maybe it's a trick. I say it out loud. Maybe it's a trick of my eyes. I saw too much hoping.
You feel yourself kind of get battered around a little bit by the other people trying to push their way onto the next, or trying to jostle for position for the next lift.
I wander around. I realized there were people. And I look for them.
Okay. Where are you heading to look?
Go back.
To the Cocoon Saloon?
Well, I'm kind of in the area.
Okay. So where this lift would have been, following it north, you would have come probably to the edge of Sharn's Welcome, where the Cocoon Saloon was, which is also right on the cusp, the precipice of the Gate of Gold, where you frequent, because that's where the Old Dominion is.
I'll go back there. Maybe everyone's going to meet up later.
Maybe.
So I go back to there, safer.
Okay. Laucian, you've disappeared down an alleyway. You feel pretty confident in it. You see Grizz nowhere.
Okay. I guess I'll go back to the Old Dominion.
Okay.
Since I got the key.
All right. So then, we move to the inside of a pale eggshell colored room. Observation glass. A long rectangle pane sits across on the wall. Inside the room, two little girls seem to be walking around, sitting, playing with some little toys here and there. Unbeknownst to the little girls, on the opposite side of the glass, there are two individuals. One wearing the familiar garb of a Master Inquisitive. The other, a blue trench coat and red hat.
Oh, it's me.
A hobgoblin of some youth. The usually fiery red seems to be a little bit more subdued. Fiery red skin tone seems to be a little bit more subdued than usual for some of the Dekani or even I believe it's Galdon or Galdar hobgoblin or goblin clans that have now claimed a good portion of what was formerly Sire or Kyrie. And the Inquisitive standing at Beira's side points out to the two pale ceramic-skinned girls who both appear to have pretty normal coloring. Nothing really seems to be wrong with them. Their eyes appear to be, at least from this distance, pretty normal. Everything about these two little girls seems to be pretty normal. But both girls seem to be completely oblivious to any greater scheme around this room, as well as quite content in their little tasks of playing. The Inquisitive points towards one little girl who's sitting at a table playing with some blocks. Says the first one we found at a double homicide. Two largely brothers, heirs to a fortune slightly smaller than their asses, that they no doubt would have nibbled away at.
Do you mean small fortunes or big asses?
Well, I suppose either way they probably would have chewed through it.
Okay.
It was... No, not... Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
You're hilarious.
Oh, thank you. That's what I was going for. All right, so, we gotta find humor in all the places, including buffets. Oh, okay. Sorry. So the other, so that one we found at the double homicide. the brothers had lost, or I guess the family had lost a majority of the assets during the last war. People had been wondering, actually, how these two had continued to maintain both their size and their family's estate with such dwindling resources, yet it seems as though they've not slowed their spending at all, yet they've not gone bankrupt yet. Not really their problem anymore, because they're indolor. Let's see. What else? He flips through his little notepad, because that's what I'm doing. And says, looks like neither brother had a will or testament. So I guess that fortune's just gonna go to the city. And, well, when they found her, she was just standing there. Her head was drooped down. They thought she was staring at the bodies first. Her chin was basically tucked. Her eyes were open but glazed. She may not have blinked for hours. We're not really sure. We figured she was in shock, so we brought her back here, had her looked after. The halfling that was keeping an eye on her was pretty baffled, but eventually she woke up. She just asked for a bunch of food. Once we fed her, she passed out. She was unresponsive for about 24 hours. And then she just popped up right as rain. No recollection of the last 48 hours. She doesn't even remember her name. But she's fully functioning outside of that. Clearly has an appetite the size of the brothers as well.
Does this have anything to do with dream lilies?
Well, you are, I can understand why they made you a detective. That was really quick. Yes. In fact, we think it does. So the second little girl there, she came to 22 hours after we found her. She had a little cry, asked for some food, took another 24-hour nap. But we seem to think that there seems to be about a 48-hour window where something happened to them. This one was also found at the scene of a murder, but this one was from a warforged. Had its skull collapsed in. Happened a few weeks back.
Latch.
Yes. Also, doesn't remember her name. At first we didn't think there was really any link, but then we recognized that they both seem to have this platinum white hair. Both super pale, ceramic-looking skin. And both had the same glazed over eyes and were unresponsive. So,
Have they been medically examined?
the halfling gave it a go. Wasn't too successful.
What should we do?
Well, speaking of Dream Lily, I think we may have stumbled upon one of the kingpins. While doing his rounds in one of the dens, you know, they always say, don't dip your quill in the company ink. But I think he was partaking in some of his own. So he was at the scene of the last, we'll call it an attempt. No, it's not going to stay. And there was a bar, well, I guess it's more of a casino, called the Cocoon Saloon. One of the owner's bodyguards ended up falling through the floor, smack dab into a dream lily den. The owner's not a suspect because he's a fine, upstanding citizen. And he doesn't really have hands, so
How does he not have hands?
he's got wings.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a giant owl. You know,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, figured you and me'd head down there and see what kind of information we can get out of this kingpin.
Okay. And we'll leave the girls?
Yeah, I doubt they're going anywhere. Unless you wanted to try and talk to him.
Let's go talk to the kingpin.
Okay. Just as a side note, we haven't had a female attempt to talk to him yet.
What's that supposed to mean?
They're females.
Okay.
They might talk to a woman. They might feel safer.
Right.
Oh, well, I don't know. Do you think they'll be alarmed that you're
I don't know.
you have big teeth?
I think these are weird assumptions.
Sure.
Let's go talk to them.
To the girls or the kingpin?
The kingpin.
Okay. In a very similar eggshell room on the other side of town, chained, I guess manacled? Is manacled a word?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I know a manacle is a thing, but can you be manacled?
Yep.
Okay.
Cuffed.
Cuffed? Yeah. Shackled to a desk. Manacles tight around his wrist, keeping his hands clasped together. A certain individual keeps trying to scratch at his right arm. Forearm, I suppose. Having a very, very unsuccessful amount of time and continuously staring or checking in, I suppose, up at the long pane of glass, which essentially works as a mirror for him. Just checking out to make sure that's it. Right there, he's on it. Beat me to it. That's what you see on the other side of the pane glass.
That's him?
Yeah, well,
He's the kingpin.
I mean, that's the going theory.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
You do have some of that spunk your sister had.
Yeah, we're close.
I hope that wasn't a sore subject still.
Moving on.
Okay. So, how do you want to do this? You want to do good cop, good watch, bad watch? Do you want to do the Sharn Tower on him? Like, how do we want to?
No tower. Let's do good cop, bad cop.
Which one do you want to be?
I'll be the good one.
You to be the good one?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure your temper's gonna hold?
I can do it.
Okay. Is this a Dungeon Master question?
Well, this is a general thing that I would like Felix to be trying to do right now.
Okay.
Just kind of slowly working out a way of like seeing if I can actually either. I want to see if I can get out of these cuffs,
Sure.
but in a discreet manner.
Clear.
Yes.
So, while you're waiting,
Yeah.
you're trying to look for a way to do this. You are. This is where you woke up.
Sure.
So you can feel just by the weight of your coat that you have been relieved of quite a bit of your
Equipment.
usual stuff.
Sure.
Luckily, they did not go through and take off your bracers or anything. And as you kind of, move back and forth a little bit there, you, where are we?
pretty sure we're in lockup right now.
Lockup.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lamp?
Hmm?
Like a lamp?
Maybe.
Hate
So-
lamps.
Not lamps. Jail.
Jail.
Bigger.
Bigger.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. I'll talk myself out of this, probably.
You don't want any help?
I'd love some help, but we might have to wait for that.
Do you want me to? What do you want me to do?
Well, right now, I'm real interested in getting out of this, but I think I might be able to slip out of it. I'm not sure.
Is anybody coming?
I have no idea.
You want me to take a look at it?
Sure.
Okay. Can you like, I don't know, like body block me or something like that? Is there anywhere anybody's gonna see me or anything?
I mean, just can you choose where you materialize?
I mean, yeah, I gotta come out of your scar.
Oh.
Like I'll just shimmy out.
Sure.
I'll stay small.
Can you just manifest in the sleeve and like work your way into a pocket or something?
Into a pocket?
Oh.
Pocket. Just let me. So you start to feel your dragon mark kind of tingle and almost like pull as if like ripping a scab. And then almost like shimmying down towards your wrist. And then out of the bottom of your sleeve, you see Genie all propped up, squinting at the manacles. Oh, I can melt them.
I feel like that's gonna burn me.
Yeah.
Felix would make a point of actually trying to hide his mouth movements.
Sure, give me a deception check.
Sure. Happy to. Deception?
Yeah.
I have that, I think.
I'll accept deception, performance.
No.
I'll accept either of them.
7.
Okay. So you,
Starting out rolling for story.
yeah. So you see on the other side of the glass, Felix, or I suppose the Kingpin, looks very uncomfortable. And maybe, you know, I'd say it probably seems to you as though his, the standard, like, oh, my cuffs are too tight, it hurt my wrist, can you loosen these, kind of thing. But then you also see him kind of like, almost doing a bad ventriloquism act with his side of his mouth. Mm-hmm. And he like kind of like looks away from the thing, like he's talking into his armpit or something.
Do I know what he's doing?
You can roll me an insight check.
Oh. That's an 8.
It looks as though he is talking into his armpit. maybe even trying to scratch his nose. Mm-hmm. And complaining to himself about it. So I guess I won't melt it. What about maybe there's a spell out there.
I mean, I'm sure there is, but I'd rather hold on to a spell for a little later.
Yeah, but I could go find things.
Yeah, but
I brought you back that healing spell you asked for. I brought you back that healing spell you asked for, and then you didn't even use it. You freaking went to sleep.
Oh, that happened.
You were just smiling like an idiot.
Still feeling pretty good.
So
It's probably a bad sign. No. Mm-mm. I don't really like the idea of you trying to melt a thing that is around my wrists. That seems like a great way of getting burned. Can't you just crawl in there and, like, I don't know, jimmy something inside it?
Oh, I could. Let me see how small I can get. Kind of shimmies his way out of your bracer, out of the sleeve, and then tries to kind of move into the lock. But his body doesn't shrink at all, and he just gets his head stuck in it. I'll try and work on it in here. I can't. I'm some stuff.
Am I, so it's the only place that I'm manacled on is my wrists to the table? Are my feet connected? Am I...
Your feet are free.
Okay.
The only place you're manacled is to the table, but the table seems to be bolted to the floor.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and make a show of scratching my nose, like scoot along and like go like this.
Okay.
But when I do that, I'm gonna... Is he clothed?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
At
try...
least on the legs.
Sure, I'm gonna try and grab like an item of his clothing between my teeth and try and pop him out.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me Oh man, what is this gonna be? Let's see.
Slide
Zach-
of
Zach,
mouth.
Pulling your
check.
familiar out of a lock with your teeth.
Grapple check. Goes.
Slide of
No.
mouth.
I feel like this has got to be.
I mean, it's dexterity based and it's somewhat of a...
I think this is a Constitution check.
What?
Is it because he's burning hot?
How's that a constitution check? Alright, I mean, if that's what you want me to do.
Well, because I feel like to me this is about focus right now, and the fact that you are still slightly inebriated. How about this? Give me a Constitution save, and that will dictate how.
great at.
That'll dictate what your next thing will be.
Alright.
You
Nope.
just don't roll that dice. Just
Roll
don't
the
do it.
2 again!
Don't roll that one.
It's fine, I'm getting them all out of the way early, and I still trust these dice because Devonel gave them to me.
I don't know, man. I feel like
No,
that
these
was
are
a
great.
lot of
These are
twos.
great.
Okay, so you will use. We'll call it sleight of
Tooth.
mouth. I was
Not
instructed
the
that
first
I
time
should
his
keep
mouth
it
has gotten into
sleight
trouble.
of mouth. So yes, that's true. So go ahead and give me a sleight of hand
Okay.
to be able to handle this. And then meanwhile, why don't you give me another perception check?
Sure. 11.
Okay.
17.
17. All right, so you're able to get your teeth around. Oh, sorry. Because you failed the con save, that was supposed to be a disadvantage, and I apologize.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Roll again.
But that's a good start.
Sure.
Can't get.
Oh, yeah.
Better. So I guess these 17 sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're able to get your teeth around his little genie pants, and actually some of his leggings start to pull back.
Great.
What did you get on your?
I got an 11.
An 11. Okay, so you notice him go to scratch his nose, and now he seems to be like trying to bite his own fingernails while he's in this position. He does not look to you as the dignified sort that usually would have been considered a kingpin. But, you know, times are changing. So maybe.
He's on the dope.
He didn't quite overdream, but he was definitely dreaming. And it is possible that he is still doing some of that. So,
As long as it don't lick my genie.
are you ready to go in?
Yeah. I can't watch any more of this.
Okay. So you hear like footstep of heavy boots, and then you can hear the door keys in the door starting to jingle.
Okay. How far along am I in trying to free my friend?
You got your teeth on him.
Yeah.
You gonna pull, or how do you want to do the thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a pull and like just a pull and spit him somewhere.
A pull and spit. Okay.
Sure. I mean, if I need to drop him quickly, I think that's the quickest way. So.
Sure. Let's call this a strength check.
Oh God. Yeah, because I'm
It wouldn't be athletics, but it will just be strength.
Okay. Just straight strength?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Isn't that what you're best at?
And I will give this one to you at advantage because of the haste.
19.
Okay, so you are able to. You hear a small as his head comes out of the shackle
Great.
and kind of like re-enlarges from the thing. He's, oh, but I almost had it. And then, where are you spitting him?
I'll just onto off the table, basically out of view.
Okay,
Like yeah.
just shoot him down into your lap or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel that, and then you feel which you don't see because you guys.
Oh,
are
I
on
haven't
the other
noticed
side
any
the
of
door.
this?
Well, you're on the other side of the door. You guys went
Okay.
out, and in, so you're going into
I
the
wish
room.
I had.
Right.
Okay.
So then you start to feel like you feel him flop down in your lap,
Yep.
and then start to like kind of climb his way up your shirt and into your jacket as Beira and the Master Inquisitive walk through the door.
Are they uniformed in any way?
Neither of them appear. You can recognize the Master Inquisitive's uniform. It looks. You were with them. You were with them at when Latch was found.
Okay.
The Master Inquisitive. You would now recognize that this outfit that this guy's wearing is the same as the very large gentleman who seemed to be dictating dictating to the other Charn Watch that were
The
there.
fella who couldn't fit into his chainmail.
Yeah, that guy.
And it fits this guy a bit better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So you see him come in with a plainclothed hobgoblin.
The flames
Yeah, I don't
and
have
fire.
ears right now, but yeah.
She just has that ear. And roll me a history check.
Okay. $21.
You are definitely sure that somewhere in your troubled past, you've been in trouble with this individual before. You roll me a history check.
What's the honorific of an Inquisitive?
15.
15. You don't know this guy at all.
Okay.
Like didn't even register to you at all.
I just know him for talking to his own armpit and biting his nails.
Yes, what you just saw is there. You are certain you don't know who he is.
Okay.
So what was your question?
Do I know the honorific of an Inquisitive?
By that you mean like the emblems of their...
No, honorific is in title.
got
like
it.
officer or constable or
Inquisitive.
something. Master Inquisitive. Ah.
So, as they walk in, you can see him very nicely, like, open the door, hold it open for her, and then the moment she walks through, it slams. She doesn't flinch. And he comes blazing over, slamming his fist down in front of you. Do you know who I am?
I would presume a Master Inquisitive.
So you've been in
Sir.
trouble a time or two, huh?
No, I just recognize the uniform. It's very nice and fitting on you. It's fashionable.
Fashionable.
Sure. I mean, who doesn't like a man in a uniform?
Spend a lot of time looking at men in uniforms.
I mean, you cut an impressive figure.
You want to see what else I can cut?
Not really.
Roll me a constitution check as a certain little genie is pulling himself up by your shirt, very near your ribcage.
12.
12. You can stifle a laugh, but not a smirk.
I feel like those are just always on Felix's face anyway.
That's
so.
probably fair. So you feel your little genie making his way up the side of your shirt. You're able to keep from squirming, from laughing, but you do give this gentleman a smirk, looking him directly in the eyes. Okay, I know your type. You like the chains?
I mean, they're not really my color. Is there any chance of them coming off? They kind of chafe a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're too tight.
Yes.
Oh, they're too tight.
Hmm.
Yeah. Where were you? A week ago? And a week before that?
What day is this? Just as a point of reference.
You don't know what day it is?
Well, I was at a casino, and then there was an explosion or something. I fell down, and then I woke up here.
Uh-huh. You don't remember anything in between? Like,
No.
like maybe a little bit of dreaming?
Why are you asking about my dreams?
Well,
I mean, that's a little personal.
oh yeah. Like chafing cuffs?
If that... sure.
Which color do you prefer?
Of what?
You said they weren't your color.
Oh, I mean, these are, more kind of iron, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, silver is good, platinum is better.
Oh, we got a rich boy here.
I have expensive tastes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, why else was I at the Cocoon Saloon? It's a very nice establishment. When the floors aren't giving way.
Oh, the floor gave way. What about your accomplice?
Who?
You know, the, thing carrying you? Your personal butler from Karn?
I can't say that's drawing any bells.
Oh. Then you won't be sad that we deported it.
Who? What?
Oh. She seemed to know you.
Huh.
So you don't know what day it is, and you've forgotten your friend?
I don't know what day it is because I just woke up here. And I don't recognize who this person is, so I can't really be friends with someone that I don't recognize.
You seem incredibly calm for being inside a room like this and just waking up here shackled.
Sure. I mean,
Like it's happened before?
no, I'm face to face with the Master Inquisitive.
Uh-huh.
Justice and law and due process is a thing. And I have absolute faith in the legal system of Sharn. I'm innocent, and obviously after we've had this conversation, you will be getting me out of these things. So I see no reason to be concerned.
How often do you frequent that den?
Which den? The
one where we were
Cocoon
found.
Saloon? Not too often,
No.
but it's a nice establishment. I really like the upper tiers. The restaurant is really good.
So what do you make of the, identification that you were keeping on you?
Explain, please. I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions.
Well, I'm not really sure why somebody would need to have a falsified library card. But I'm sure that, trying to pass yourself off for this or that could be an appropriate reason, huh?
For someone with such high tastes, what were you doing with that library card?
Especially for such a crappy little area.
I mean, it's not my fault that people can't fill in names properly. I'm surprised they could even spell it legibly. But I didn't have the heart to tell them they got my name wrong.
At a library.
Yes.
The librarians.
Yes.
Who?
It's tragic.
with
As you
books
said,
all
it
day.
is a very small little rinky-dink library after all. I didn't have the heart to correct them.
Maybe we should pay a visit to our little friend Teeny there. At the library, the main librarian.
The extremely literate main librarian?
Apparently, extremely literate.
Well, yes, but Teeny doesn't actually fill in the ID cards.
No.
Who does?
We must have Teeny fire whoever it is that can't quite read.
You know how this looks. You know I know our own city librarians, and
Sure.
anyone who would work under Sharn.
Okay.
You don't seem like a bad kid.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. As I was just saying to your friend here, once this is all straightened out, I look forward to, getting out of these things.
As you give me a perception check.
Okay, sure. Nat 20.
Okay, so when you bring your arms up, you feel the manacle that he was in, buckle, and that it's loose.
Okay, noted.
You make me a perception check.
Jesus. 3.
Okay, so you don't notice, and make me a performance check.
Okay. That's not so great. That would be a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Well, it still beats her 3, so she doesn't notice your expression. You realize that the little piece that was holding it locked in place, you can start to smell. Basically, as that moved around, you can start to smell like the familiar scent of heated metal.
Okay.
You have any other questions for the, they're calling you Kingpin, yeah? Apparently, word is that your dream lily did.
So you think that... Oh, wait. Really? I mean, I'm flattered, but you think I'm that successful at something like that? Why would I... if it were my establishment, why would I fall through the floor?
Oh, not
More
your
importantly,
establishment.
Why would I get caught inside something like that?
Taking a little rip off your own dreams?
Yeah, that's not really...
Not a lily lover?
I mean...
You can't tell us that.
Tell you what.
That you've never tried it?
Didn't he have a vial on him?
Considering how good I feel right now, it's no surprise to anyone that I'm not natural to that.
So you don't normally walk around with a couple of dreams in your pocket?
I have no idea
vial?
what you're talking about.
Oh, he's got no idea what.
I mean, I would presume what I would
His
presume.
butler must have put it on him.
This friend of mine, whomever they are, was clearly trying to take me away somewhere, maybe kidnap me.
Oh, kidnap you? Are you important?
I mean, I feel I am important. I was winning quite a...
Going back and forth a little bit. I think you want to keep your story straight because this is on the record.
How am I taking things... How am I going back and forth?
Well,
First
you have expensive tastes.
I do.
Then we find this library card that doesn't have a story that quite backs it up from you. I don't believe it. I know the library system very well.
All right.
Then
How are those two
you're
things connected?
flattered about owning this establishment, but then you don't like this establishment.
No, I didn't say I don't like it. I frequent it from time to time. I was winning some money, and I don't... I mean, do I have my winnings on me, or did those get scattered all over the place when some kind of... Wait. Did the bouncer fell on me? Is that what happened? I remember a lot of feathers hitting the ground near me before I fell through the ground.
The bouncer?
I'm not sure. The large owl fellow, is he okay?
Who you referring to?
I believe his name was I'm gonna mess this up. I believe it was
I mean, he's basically your landlord, right?
No.
No? He's still popping to the idea that it's not his.
I can tell you who my landlord is, my landlady. Lovely hobgoblin.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, her name was Geetha.
Oh, are you making that up?
No.
My compatriot here can be a little
I'm
sensitive.
not impressed by you knowing a hobgoblin.
No, I'm just
And
saying.
I'm not impressed with your stories. It doesn't match the evidence we have. This is simply a formality. You realize this.
What evidence do you have?
I don't know you this.
I mean, you say that things don't line up with the evidence you have, but other than a library card, which I have explained, and the circumstance of me being in a room that, yes, is illicit, but I've told you, I think, why I ended up there.
Oh, yeah. No, we definitely do at least once a week of the falling through the floor thing. That happens all the time. Totally understand.
The fact that, I mean, isn't there a hole in the...
Oh, yeah, there's a hole in the floor. No, we're totally, yeah.
So what is...
Yeah, we want to know why it's there.
I told you why, because a giant owl fell on the floor and I fell through.
There's no giant owl on the floor. In fact, your landlord Hooks is just fine.
Oh, well, I'm glad he's fine. However, he's not my landlord. I can tell you my address if you would like.
Oh, yeah. And which name should we go by when we ask her? Your hobgoblin landlord.
Well...
Okay, we'll go with and we'll cut to...
Deep subject.
Stop it.
Laucian makes his way to the Old Dominion to see Rose pacing back and forth in front, a little frustrated. Oh, what do you got a big smile on your face, like you got something else going on. What's up?
I see him coming.
Are you attempting to be stealthy, or are you kind of just... Yeah, you see him.
As soon as you walk closer... Oh, Laucian! And I just start falling into your chest. I just face in tears, and I grab you and I'm crying into your chest. Laucian, everything's so bad.
Luckily, I have the mage armor up.
I wonder if mage armor like protects you from water and stuff.
Like armor.
I guess. Okay, sure. Yeah, no, I'll buy that.
I don't know where anyone is. Everybody's missing, and no one's over here. I don't know what to do. I can't get in. The place is locked. I don't know what to do. And everybody's gone. You're the only person I've seen.
Oh. Well, I have the key.
Okay, I'm tired of being crying outside.
Well, I was just coming here to find everybody to go make sure they're okay before I go to work.
Okay, can you open the door?
Ow. Yeah, hold on.
I'm not letting go either. I'm just like, ah!
That really hurts.
What?
I've been stabbed. It hurts.
Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry.
So as you pull your hand back, you realize that your right hand has blood on it.
Oh my goodness! And I rub it on you.
You rub it on me.
I'm trying to wipe it off. And I'm so sorry. This is gross.
Shimmer.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here. You sure you want to go in here and not home?
I don't know where to go. I just came here because I was confused.
I thought everyone would be coming here, but
Nobody else.
maybe you should go home. I have to go to work.
I'm too scared.
You hear the rain start to kick up.
Let me in. I don't want to get wet. Come on, I'm Laucian. You gotta go home. There's alcohol in here. I can go and have a drink. I'm very stressed out. You see my face?
Yes?
No.
But I have to go.
Open the door, please.
All right, fine.
Okay, so you open the door. The two of you walk in briefly.
I have to go to work now.
Oh, when are you done?
Around dawn.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh,
Can you fix it?
fix what?
The stab.
Yes? Once I get to work.
Okay, go.
Okay.
I locked the door behind you.
Okay, I'll lock the door behind you.
Velocity heads off into the night. You can see his silhouette kind of... He doesn't really seem to be attempting to not get rained on as he makes his way almost down the dead center of the alley. in his usual pace and strut, and you watch him go turn the corner, heading back towards the morgue. You turn around to the dark and empty Old Dominion.
I turn the stage lights on. It's just
Make me an Arcana check.
pretty spotlights. I feel like I would know. I've been here before. It's the 12.
A 12 will be enough for you to locate and light
I
on.
turn
Turn
it
the
on.
lights.
I get a really expensive bottle. I go on stage and I just sit in the lights and I'm just drinking. Just straight from the bottle. A very expensive bottle.
Yeah, is this a gold bottle?
Yes.
All right.
But a good smooth one.
Yeah. Give me that concept.
Got it.
Bye.
Yes. That's a 3. I'm so tired. And so, oh, I wrote a song about it.
You wrote a song about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I sing in my song?
I feel like you should sing your song, and then it'll be great for what I've got coming up here for your con save.
I'm so tired. This place is so empty, and nobody is here.
May I ask you, sorry, what kind of music do you want?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Quiet.
I'm making
It's
a choir.
dead in here.
He's dead.
There's dead out
He's
there.
dead everywhere.
Dead out there. There's dead in here.
All right.
And I am. Oh, it's a very strong. Man, this is so strong. All is lost and darker than expected. The night is colder. Now I'm unprotected. When I thought I had nothing left, nothing was taken away. All is lost and I'm all alone. This life, it chills me straight to the bone.
You take your second swig and
It's like a fifth one.
okay, you take your fifth swig in between stanzas, and this time when you open your eyes, everything, your vision is doubled.
Oh.
Your stomach turns.
Oh. Ooh.
Your eyes do seem to create one solidly singular image for a brief second as you spot the lady's laboratory. And a lurch pushes you off the stage as your stomach guides you in that general direction. And as soon as you're making your move, the doors split again. Rushing in that direction. Make me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
I honestly have no idea what you just said. There's like a person and then there's a thing, but that disadvantage. Yeah, it's double sixes.
So total...
Oh, I'm sorry, is it which one?
a dex saving throw.
Double tens.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. So you are able to kind of stumble through the different chairs that were up on the tables, but as you've stepped into them, like you, yeah.
Why is everything so loose? Why? Oh, it's so hard. Hamati. Oh.
And you make your way to the door, and they're doing this.
Which doors?
Bathroom doors.
Yeah, the laboratory.
Oh, that's weird.
Which one?
The left one.
The left one? Okay. Maybe. Do you want to just say you will, or do you want to make a save for it?
I'll save.
Okay. Make me a intelligence saving throw.
Advantage?
Yeah,
because the other one's a 20.
Oh!
And that's a 9.
A 9. So what was that you were about to do?
I gotta go head first. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Splat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, gosh.
You hit the ground, flopping down onto your back, trying to crawl your way towards, and then cut to. Okay, this is getting exhausting. Should we just beat him up, or do you want me to zone of truth?
Let me give him one more shot. Then, dealer's choice.
Ooh, we can flip a coin. He said he likes to gamble. All right, I'll let you ask the questions.
I'm gonna level with you. This is your chance to save yourself.
From being a kingpin of a lily den.
No, from being persecuted further.
For what are the charges I am facing then?
Master Inquisitor?
Oh. Do you want the front half of the sheet or the back half? Because right now, especially considering what was in your possession when you woke up, we got enough to put you away for, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 years.
So like I said, just tell us the truth about why you were there.
So, to my understanding, you were charging me with Dream Lily possession.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else?
That's not the question
well,
I asked.
Currently, I would say that at the very minimum, it's that Dream Lily possession. We also have you with falsified documents, government documents. And right now, I'd say that we have at least we found a document with your name on it, I think, right? With one of the other establishments that's rumored to have been part of a Dream Lily Den. And I think that's pretty much all that we need. It's not quite enough to send you up to the Dreadhold, but it's enough to make you, well, we'd let you pick out which color change you want.
Okay. So, sorry, you had the question?
Why were you there?
Why
Why were you really there?
Why was I there at the cocoon? I was celebrating the fact that I had just been sent in the mail the deed that I had on my possession. I don't know why a business partner of mine, or a friend, I guess he's a business partner now, posthumously, but Latch made me the inheritor of his establishment.
And now he's dead.
Yes.
Flip that coin. I don't know which side is head or tails.
One's
All
a
of
20,
this
one's a 1.
is really circumstantial.
It is.
There's someone
Just like
that you-
your answers.
I feel like mine hold water. I was in a bad place, but you don't have any proof of me actually being a criminal other than potentially possessing Dream Lily.
Potentially,
Yes.
you had it.
It was
On your
maybe
person.
on me,
Yep.
but
What do you think I need to make that work?
okay. But what makes you? Where's the proof of me actually owning something like that versus someone putting it upon me?
Owning possession is 9/10 of the law. Unless you're going to say that I am the person who should be
I'm not
inheriting the Old Dominion. Because, I mean, currently I've got the deed locked away in a little box.
Is that what you're suggesting? Because that seems.
I mean, you tell me how this is supposed to work. Right? You've got Dream Lily on your person. You got a deed for a recently deceased Warforged, whom is one of the victims from our other coincidental. I mean, do you have any connections to some orphanages?
No. Why?
You know anybody that seems to take care of a very particular type of little girl? Porcelain skin, platinum blonde hair. You like platinum, right?
Not really. I'm more into pink hair, but
Silver and gold and pink hair. Make sure we put that in the notes.
wait. You said platinum hair, like the little girl who was holding the wrench when Latch died.
He does know him. So
No,
how
I
are you connected to
recognize it.
that?
I recognize details.
Okay.
The little girl had a wrench, and she was covered in grease from the sign that fell on the latch.
Grease, yeah. Wrench. I don't recall her having a wrench.
Were you there?
I took care of her when she got there. When she got up to our establishment and was handed off to me by another Master Inquisitive.
What was the name of the first Master Inquisitive? A large, portly fellow who scooped her up, yes?
Yeah, you got enough details. I think maybe you should tell me his name.
I don't remember his name.
And that's about as far as you're going to get.
Okay, well, he was the one who picked up the girl from that site.
Oh, so you're telling me now that another Master Inquisitive, which I believe he was doing that whole flattery thing about truth and justice and all that earlier. But this Master Inquisitive is an evidence tampering type?
No, I didn't say that he was tampering with evidence. I'm saying that I saw the wrench on the girl, and then it fell out of her hands as he lifted her up. Latch was a friend of mine. I really resent all of you with the implication that I killed him.
I'm getting tired.
Sure.
I've been here a long time. I've asked and I've asked. I really hope you get, what is it, truth ray?
There's a zone of truth. that
Zone
we
of
can
truth.
give.
But we'll see.
We usually save that for when you actually have to testify, but I haven't had to use it yet today, so we could do that, or we could do it the other way too.
What is this?
That's 20.
All right.
All right, so it becomes the zone of truth.
So what does Zone of Truth do?
I will tell you.
Cool.
Zones truths.
Yep, that's it. He's okay. So that's the whole.
Yes, sure. It's my two-sided die. Campaign coin from campaigncoins.com.
Campaign. All right, so essentially, you'll see this guy pull a wand out of his garments, walk around you in a roughly a circle, by your best guess, somewhere. Actually, you probably don't even notice the way that he's going about doing it, but he does seem to be tapping the wand at very specific points. And there is like this little shimmer that kind of creates a dome over you.
Is this something that takes about an action, or is this more kind of a ritual that takes like a few minutes?
An action.
An action? Okay, that's way too quick for me.
So, lucky for you, you have to make me a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm just showing you this on the side so people know I'm not going to cheat. He needs at least to beat that.
20.
All right. So, you succeed. We wouldn't necessarily know that you succeed. Well, he would. That's from a wand. I will actually give him an Arcana check. So after about another, we'll say 30 minutes of you repeating the exact same thing.
Actually, I'm perfectly fine now changing my story. Yes.
Because
they cast
you know.
the spell on me, so I'm going to actually change my story to suggest that the spell actually works. So I'm super happy role-playing that bit.
A new lie under
Sure.
the guise of truth.
All right, where's my pencil?
So you've just cast a spell?
Let's go, Kingpin. Spill it. All the questions she asked you before. Let's hear it.
Could you ask them again?
Why
Go
were you
ahead.
there?
I was there I was following leads on the murder of Latch
Why would you be following leads on the murder of Latch?
because it was suspicious, and I believe that he was murdered rather than taken down. There were a number of clues that we had found, including
Who's we?
my compatriots and I.
Who are your compatriots?
Other people who were involved with working at the
Names.
Thank you.
the Old Dominion. Rose, the singer.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, as an other thing, I'm trying to remember names right now. Hermatio, the hanger-on.
His job is hanger-on.
He's essentially a bodyguard for Rose. Loshin. And a shifter by the name of Grizz. He's what you could describe as a tough.
How do you know these people?
Purely because of the bar.
You guys
They-
hang out at the bar together?
Yes.
Which bar?
The Old Dominion.
Okay.
Latch's bar.
So, this Lossian guy, what does he do?
I think he's a mortician.
We know a Lossian, don't
I've met one.
we? Put a note to follow up with that guy. All right. Why did you have Dream Lily on you?
I don't know.
All right. You got any other
Does
questions?
Zone of Truth requires me to answer the questions like straightforward, truthfully, right?
On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
Okay.
And
Great.
I would know whether each succeeds or fails on its saving throw. But I rolled something,
Okay.
so
Oh, is it a secret?
yeah, I'm not going to tell him whether or not I actually know.
If I get the chance, I'm happy to try and do like a post check to try and fool him.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We got
Okay.
things going on here.
Cool.
You have any other questions?
Who are the little girls?
I only know of one little girl. Are you talking about the platinum girl?
Platinum-haired, pale skin.
So I will tell you that an affected creature is aware of the spell, and you can avoid answering questions, which you would normally respond to with a lie. You can be evasive in those answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of truth.
Okay. As far as I'm aware, as an out of character thing, Felix has only seen one girl.
Hmm?
Yeah. Like out of character, I know about a few more, but in character, Felix has only seen one.
Yeah, I don't believe there was. Oh no,
I didn't follow in the alley.
No, you didn't follow in the alley, but you do know about that girl. You did see that one.
I saw her, or
I don't know. You just told us a bunch of stuff like that, so I'm going to assume that you did because I didn't go back and watch the first episode or the fourth episode yesterday. But you did just tell us about her, and you said you saw the wrench. So unless you're going to change that story on us,
No, that
Okay.
I mean that's.
So then you did see the girl up on the third level. You didn't go up there, but you did see it.
How did I go up there? I did. Oh, in that case, yeah, I would tell about. There was the girl who I told you who had the wrench, and then did I see what looked like Hoots getting stabbed?
You did see that.
I did see that.
Mhm.
All right. There was a girl who was also at the Cocoon Saloon that fits that description, and she stabbed Hoots before he fell through the floor.
A little girl stabbed Hoots.
Yes.
Hoots. Oops.
Sorry,
Out of character.
no worries.
Okay.
Hooks with a K. My bad. Okay. Hooks.
Hooks Mosby.
I don't personally know what happened here.
Okay. So then I guess we really only have one more question. How is it that without a wand, you were able to shoot a death ray out of your hand?
I'm a sorcerer.
A sorcerer. You do know about the laws of doing magic without the license.
I am aware, although I had a man rushing at me with a knife. And I was not armed. He had every intention of trying to kill me.
So this death ray thing, when is it only when you're frightened, or do you make a habit of it?
I'm not. I mean, to my knowledge, sorcerers, it's a natural affinity. I did this by accident. He was rushing at me. I screamed. I threw my hands out in defense, and he fell over. I believe I am a sorcerer.
All right. Maybe we'll have one of the mage rights come in and give him a test or something.
Mm.
Do you have any other questions? Should we pay this Lossian guy a visit?
Let's continue to hold him.
All right, we'll hold him. Why don't you go and check in on the story? He gave us a zone we did do the zone of truth, but we still need to check up on it and corroborate.
Hmm.
So why don't you go ahead and take a lap, report back what you see. I'll go ahead and call some of the mage rights that we have down at, probably have a couple at some of the other stations.
Okay.
You need a coffee or anything there, Kingpin? And we cut to break.
Right in.
Welcome back to Interrogation Room, the RPG. I mean, that's essentially what we've been doing, right?
Did we
I mean,
start
there's
playing?
a side plot.
Did we start playing my new RPG, Benches and Briefcases?
Benches and briefcases. RPG. Welcome back, guys, to Inkwell Society, where we are hanging out with a bunch of
Nerds.
nerds. I was gonna use the zeros in Sharn, but you guys aren't. You three specifically aren't anymore.
No way, man.
So we have our group here. I can't call you zeros anymore, but we are hanging out in the underbelly of Sharn, uncovering what seems to be a Dream Lily incursion, in a way. I'm trying not to say too much,
Yeah.
because I have to keep it a secret enough for you guys too.
Yeah. Can't tell us the secrets.
Right. So Lossian is headed to the morgue.
Yeah, but before we get to that, wasn't there something?
We are going to do that.
Okay.
Lossian is headed to the morgue.
Yes. I'm going to work.
Felix has been stuck in confinement, questioning room, and he has just spent, we'll say, the better part of like an hour or so being intensely questioned by Beira.
It's only been an hour?
Yeah.
At
I thought it
least.
was several.
Several school.
Okay.
That works for me. It's been a minute. It's been a couple bells. And yeah, that's right. Rose is just blacked out after getting back to man. I
In
wonder
the
what happened with
bathroom,
that.
though.
At
Maybe blacked out in the bathroom, just like
Halfway in
on
now.
the
So I've got
toilet.
you.
Whoops.
Yeah, I mean, sure, maybe. Well, I had you.
Halfway in, half out the door.
Yeah, essentially
Oh.
just your feet sticking out the door, but I don't mind you being around.
Crying in the toilet.
Slowly.
It's got good acoustics
Praying
in
to
there.
the porcelain goddess.
So before we do that, I think that we need to do this raffle real fast. The big mega raffle with all the things. And there's a third thing that we didn't mention yet
Okay.
that we will give out with the DMG and the player's handbook. Because we didn't mention
What?
we didn't mention that we were raffling a World Anvil Grandmaster year-long subscription.
So that's 3 raffles instead of 2.
Two raffles.
Okay.
We'll do the World Anvil one with because I mean, if you're gonna get your Dungeon Master, wings, then
And you're gonna convince your friends to
players,
play with you.
you've got to have your world
got a
building.
world
What's up?
What's a world anvil?
What is a World Anvil, Kyle?
I think
Actually, Satine has this memorized, don't you?
I don't. I read it from the page. However, it's a world building tool where you go in and you can create the world that you want to play in, or it's like a lot of homebrew stuff, but you can also share it with your friends and other world builders to get input, which is actually very cool. Worldanvil.com.
And you can do like characters, and you can do timelines of historical
incredible.
things, and
They just have like categories for everything, and beyond that, like they're
they're maps that you can interact with.
and they're participating in NaNoWriMo, but they're giving you the goals
Oh, cool.
for NaNoWriMo for your
Oh, that's
world building, and
I
they
will do
actually.
that.
Yeah, it's awesome. And they also do like, this week we're talking about what were the plagues and diseases of your world. And they actually make videos telling you about like, okay, so this is usually how one starts. These are the different ways that happens. And then this is, you can have your death toll like this or like that or like different things. I just hit that mic.
You can do
Sorry.
contagion, how it spreads, all those fun things.
Yeah. And then, the lighter topic of like, what were the gods? And, did they have any epic love stories and stuff like that?
So are we going to do the first raffle now and then open it up again for
For the
other
Dungeon
ones?
Master's Guide, the Player's Handbook, and the World Anvil
Okay.
thing. Yeah, I think so.
1 year master membership.
Exclamation mark raffle.
One stretch.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
One string.
We're seeing if the bot had any problems with
Moobot
raffles.
has stopped responding, so we're trying to see if we can do the raffle right now.
Who is it not responding to?
Nick,
Is Moobot not liking Nicken right now?
Nicken.
Everybody loves Nicken.
Nicken. My favorite.
Interesting.
When we were at LA Comic Con,
Satine, why don't you show the thing again real fast? Let me see if I can.
There's too much. However, what I
Okay,
will
do
put
that.
in front of you guys while we're waiting for the raffle situation to unfold,
Unraffle.
unravel. How many of you out there recognize what is on Rutiborg's face?
You can't tell them.
Can I tell them?
I don't know. I guess so. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. They can
He
find
has a
it.
dragon mark. I drew it. It was his idea. So it's a lesserist.
Dragon marks, they're so out of season.
pretty small. It's pretty
It's
small.
a lesser, leastest. Which one, Ruti?
This one is a least.
All right.
The small
I'm
one.
just being mean. There's many different kinds of dragon marks that you can acquire,
Gotta catch
be
them all.
born with, unfold from your skin, and in many different places. Some people get it on their arms. Someone got it on their
Lies.
face.
Oh, lies.
Sometimes it just manifests where it manifests.
Yeah.
So it does look like Moobot is being weird. So what that will require is me just to make sure that it is it's allowed to do its thing. It needs to be updated as a.
Are you thinking out
We need
loud?
to patch it.
I mean, I just
you
need to
talking-
make sure that it's
talking
a mod.
So, for those of you who are going to participate in this raffle, this particular raffle, you do need to be in the continental US. We will only send it to the continental US. The next raffle is open to international. But we're very excited. There's many things in this raffle. Can we talk a little bit about how awesome this game is so far and how good it is to be back?
Yeah, please do.
Oh, tonight's game or this
Yeah.
game in general?
Can we talk about you totally let me cry on you?
Well, sort of, yeah.
Aside from my forcibly.
Besides my magic force field, you were totally crying on me.
Totally no one can sexually let you cry on him.
Is it like
Do you not like being touched?
Nope.
Yeah.
His magic force field. That's one of the good things about mage armor.
No touchy.
Well,
I
it
thought you-
kind of did.
You grabbed on it and it's like slippery, magic-y.
Is it just like a thin layer then? So you felt protected, even though I was all up in there.
So someone could touch you and you'd be fine, or you'd be mad.
Oh, I don't like being touched.
He's like,
Well, if you have the force field.
The force field makes it a little bit better, and if I get a little warning because I saw her running, so I was kind of steeled for it. But the unexpected touching, no unexpected touching.
Yeah.
What happens?
Even expected
Bad
touching is bad.
Do you scream? Do you break things?
He gets really intense. I really like your character.
I'm trying to pretend I know what I'm doing.
You're doing a great job.
You're pretending while you're pretending.
roleplay
I kind of know what I'm doing.
Well, see, like the cool thing about it is you're unfolding story while learning about what's going on, because essentially you're the cop, right? And you don't know what's going on. You're getting it all from him. So you having any
news.
information before that is unnecessary. And this is totally role playing.
Actually, I think with you being introduced at the start of the second season, it has kind of a really nice element where we have some of the fans have been watching since the start, and we have new fans right now, and they have someone they can easily identify with who is coming in at the same time they are.
Demands what the plot is.
And getting caught up.
This is the summary. And the catch-up.
I actually think it's a really good location for it. Like, I think it kind of works out really well. Super happy you're here.
Thanks, me too.
Because otherwise, Rudy would have made me recap everything.
He did it anyway.
Most
Not
of it.
everything.
Not
Most
everything.
things.
Okay, so it did just tell me, like, I'm in the Moobot GUI, and it said that it closed it. Let's see if we have a user list, but it doesn't have a huge user list attached to it right there. So I'm going to try and open it up again. Open a new raffle. Use ! Raffle. It's not telling anybody it did it. Somebody try it, and let's see if it actually is registering these. Why would that just all of a sudden stop?
Well, perhaps they could work on it while we're role playing. And then we'll just do a bunch of raffles at the end.
Okay. That might be what we have to do.
Because I'm really ready to start playing again. I would really like to play Dungeons and Dragons more. God, it feels like it's been
Drinky.
so long.
That's good.
It has been. It's been way too long. Can we not ever do that again?
Okay,
Like,
people are joining the raffle now.
okay, but did it say that it raffled?
It's Moodbot said that
Start recognizing people in raffle.
it said it's open.
Okay. Maybe I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it's been 3 months.
Okay.
More. Much more.
Well, now at least we know everybody. Whoever we draw will be in the chat room.
You have to be in the chat room in order to win the raffle, and you have, for this particular one, you gotta be within the continental US. There will be another raffle that has other things that you can be anywhere.
That's right. That's right.
But you have to be in the chat.
You do. So,
Oh, thank you.
oh, little gummies. Should we try and draw it, or should we do a little bit and then draw it? Do we need to give people more time, you think, or?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it in a few minutes. Felix, we just left you alone in this room. Is there anything that you would like to do while you are here by yourself? Also, roll me a Constitution check.
An 8 on the Constitution check.
Okay, so as they leave, you feel more little feet and hands pulling itself through the crook of your arm, and you can't help yourself but laugh as your little feet goes through your armpit. You kind of hear a laugh as you guys are leaving, but maybe it was.
Someone's watching him, right?
There will be.
Okay.
I mean, we just closed them in there. You saw there was nobody else in the room.
Mhm.
Oh, do you think? Oh, should we?
I thought the other guy was watching him.
I'm the other guy.
Yeah.
So I'll take care of the stuff. You go ahead and go talk to Lawson.
Okay.
He turns around and pops back into the room with the double glass that you saw first, where you guys originally were. He comes back into the room with you, and you see that he is now holding a different set of manacles. These have little, these are rounded.
Okay.
And he lines them up. Please, make your hands flat like blades, and thank you. And he slides them on, locking your hands in place.
I mean, wasn't that kind of what they were before?
Well, your wrists were locking this, but now your hands are stuck like this. No more somatic components for you.
I mean, sure. I haven't tried anything yet, so...
Yeah, but you said you were a sorcerer, and you don't always know how it's gonna work.
I
and
said
you're
think I'm a
explosive.
sorcerer.
Oh, okay. What else could it be?
I have no idea.
Okay, so this is as much for your safety as it is for ours.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And he goes to take the shackles from the table, and notices one of them pops open. Huh.
Wow, that was poorly made.
Seems melted.
I know a forge smith that could probably fix those.
We get a bunch. I'll toss this. Or maybe I'll keep it in evidence. He turns around and closes the door and walks out. Walsian,
Great.
you are. You make your way to work.
Okay.
It is. What time do you usually have to report for work?
Just the evening.
Yeah, so I will say that your shift, because of your trip to the Cocoon Saloon, had you just gotten off work for that one?
No, it was. We were gonna go hit it up, and we had enough time for me to go there and then go to work.
Okay. So after all of that craziness, let's see if we can draw the raffle. And then, why don't you go ahead and start thinking about what you will kind of describe to us for the... how you're going about getting into work and going through the standard paces while bleeding. Or are you stopping before you get to work to handle that?
Oh, I can stop before I get to work.
Okay, so tell me, where did you go?
I moved down the alley towards work. Instead of going in the back door to work like normal, where the back area is, I just stop for a minute and I pull out the healing kit that I acquired from the Old Dominion a while back, and just do a quick patch. Just like cover up the bleeding and make sure that the gate is not gonna open up more while I move. Just a quick patch. Right there. Mubot's being a... Mubot, stop.
Bad, Mubot, bad.
Bad.
Let's see if I can do it from my phone. So you pull it out. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Medicine check. For a total of 11.
That's good enough for you to patch yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah, an 11's okay. You don't restore any of your hit points, but everyone, I'm really sorry. I don't know what's going on with Mubot. Yeah. Satine, you have any ideas?
No, but I don't.
Okay. Well,
We'll just keep trying.
yeah, we'll keep trying.
The other option would be for someone not in the chat to take a number of the people who entered and do it on their own computer and then announce the results.
It's pretty intense.
Just random number generator.
I don't know. If anyone out there who can help us, please do.
Chris, would it be possible for you to just look through and see who all just hit, slam the raffle button earlier? I know that's going to be kind of a bit of a pain, but
I can do some witchcraft. Let's see what I can do.
Thank you.
there's about 104 people that are just kind of hanging out right now. So I bet if you roll if you roll percentiles, go ahead and give us what this percentile number is, and we'll just go down that big list.
Why don't we have Chris do that and we can play?
That's what I just said.
Yep.
Yep.
That's good.
I'm gonna
Yep.
roll 1d104.
Yay.
There's online things that'll do that.
There's an app for that.
There is an app for that.
Newbot.
There's a page that you're saved.
Okay, moving on now.
So yes, basically back in the back alley by the door, I'm patching myself up.
Okay, at the door.
Just right by there.
Okay. So after you patch yourself up, you'll go ahead and head inside.
Mhm.
All right. You report for work. The same boss.
Hi, boss.
Hey, how did the thing with the evidence go? Did you find it?
Oh, me with Bera Turak and the new guy, Dabax?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
He didn't hit you, did he?
no, he didn't. But,
Who did?
well, I was going to look for the evidence. We had another lead that, not with those guys, but I had another lead that I went to go to that had a big problem tonight. There was a big fight, and there was a bunch of people there who I think were criminals, and one of them stabbed me, and it really hurt.
You got stabbed?
I did.
Do you need me to look at it?
I took care of it. It's out. It's right here. But I patched it up for now.
It still seems like it's bleeding.
It will be for a little bit. It's got to clot up a little.
Do you need to go home?
No, I need the money.
Okay. You gotta make sure you don't cross-contaminate.
This is
any
like
of
a
the blood.
conversation between two snails.
No, I won't. I've got this. I'll make sure I don't touch it with my blood.
Okay. Yeah, just maybe wear an extra apron
Yes, I'll order the thick one.
and double glove it.
Gloves?
Yeah, have you not been wearing gloves?
We have gloves?
Yeah, they're in the other here, come. And he points back into one of the. You could just check over there. There should be gloves in there.
Heavy leather gloves make it really hard to do things.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like we
if
have
it's
super
been
thin
working
magic.
for you,
though.
then I guess it's
Yeah.
Beira, you enter the front door, and
Well, that's
you and
good.
the boss hear the bell ring. You can take this one. I'll go find you some gloves.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
So you walk up to the counter. Wassian walks up to the counter.
Oh, hi, Bera.
Hi, Lassian. How have you been the past few days?
Been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we on the evidence?
I went to look for some tonight.
How'd it go?
It didn't go well. There was a big fight and a bunch of criminals and stuff, and one of them stabbed me right here, and
Who stabbed you?
it had a knife. I don't know.
Yeah. What did this person look like?
It was a crowd. It was kind of hard to see, but it's just like a guy. He wasn't wearing very expensive clothing. I don't
Why did
think.
he stab you?
I don't know. They were stabbing a lot of people, I think.
All right.
I mean, there was Hooks got. You know who Hooks is, right?
I've heard that name.
Okay. I thought Hooks got murdered, but then I don't think it was because it didn't quite fit the same evidence. Because the Hooks I saw fall didn't have the missing feather of the Hooks I saw at the door,
Mhm.
so I don't think it's the same Hooks.
You noticed one feather gone?
Yes. Wouldn't you?
No.
Hooks is big. He's got big feathers.
Okay. Okay.
He's really tall.
I have another question.
Yes.
Are we on the same side of the law? Because I was talking to a ruffian and he named you as one of his co-conspirators.
What was it conspiring for?
What are you... How do you know... Wait, do I know his name?
Wassian?
Do I know his name?
Felix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know a Felix?
Oh yeah, I know Felix. He lives in my building.
Tell me more about your interactions with him.
Mostly we meet up at the Old Dominion, but when when Latch got killed, it was very important that we figure out who did that because I didn't like that. And Felix knew him too, knew Latch too. So I asked Felix about it, and he said he would help. And so did some of our other friends from there. They were looking into it because we didn't like the fact that Latch got murdered. So we were looking into that.
Mossian, you know you're not on the Sharn Watch, right?
No, but I was tasked to go retrieve the evidence so that we could help you guys. So I figured I'd go and find that evidence for you because, I mean, you guys are kind of short-handed, and I know you're always busy with other things. And just investigation, because I'm really good at investigating because I can really find good things. I can do some good analysis. What?
Back to the point at hand.
Oh, yeah?
Who is Felix and why are you working with him?
Well, like I said, Felix is just one of the guys who's at the building, is a friend of Latch, and he talks to people really well. I don't really talk that well with people. I know that. People don't like me very much because they say I ramble a lot and I don't make any sense.
Well,
and
the thing
sometimes
is,
I'm weird and sometimes I'm creepy.
Stop, please.
Oh, okay.
We arrested Felix earlier tonight.
Oh, what for?
You weren't with him?
Not a whole night, no.
Not the whole night?
No.
When was the last time you saw him?
I was waiting down in the main floor area of the Cocoon Saloon, and he was going to go find something, and if he needed me to look at it, I would analyze it and see if it was the evidence, but I don't know how he was going to go
What
get
evidence? What evidence
that.
do
The
you
missing
need?
evidence for Latch.
So he's looking for that very same evidence?
Oh, he was helping. Because we wanted to find not any evidence, actually, not just that evidence. I mean, any evidence would be really good if we could figure out who murdered Latch. That would be really good, because I don't like the fact that Latch got killed. Latch was really nice to us. I mean, he would always let me sit in the bar, even if I wasn't drinking, because he don't drink that much, and people wouldn't throw me out, because he was nice and let me stay there. And that was good, because not all the times people let me stay places. They usually make me go away, and they say things like, "You're creepy," and I don't like that. And so, anyway, I was there, and he was going to help it, and so he was going to go get the information that if it was evidence, I could go analyze it and figure if that was the
Do
right
you want to
evidence.
help me now?
Oh. Sure, if you want. Is it going to find out whether Latch is going to find the person who murdered Latch or something? Because I think it's something to do with mind control, because the little girls, and then those little girls really aren't the ones who are doing it. It's somebody else taking them over. And that was really kind of weird, because that one little girl had the knife, and then Hoops fell, and it wasn't Hoops. So.
Right, I know this story.
Okay.
Let's go to police headquarters.
I got to work.
You're working with me. It's like another investigation.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Hey, boss, I got to go with the investigator to go to work. So
The closet door opens. Huh? What was that last again?
Well, I've got to go work on this case, the missing evidence case for Latch, because the evidence is missing. So I got to go help try to find some of it and maybe get some new evidence to find out what the murder was. And
Right, but who's good? Like who's gonna do your work?
well, I'll come back and do that.
Oh, how long are you gonna be gone?
Just long enough to take care of the evidence and get. I guess Felix is in jail for some reason. I don't know why Felix.
We should be going now.
I'll tell you later, because
Okay.
she's-
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I remember you. You're not gonna hit me, are you?
No, we're going now.
Okay.
No.
So can
That's-
I have you sign him
that's
out?
Turok who hits
No,
people.
it's police business.
Right. I just need you to sign him out so that the city will still pay us so that I can still pay him.
I'd like to get paid.
Because we're not
Getting paid's
independent.
really
Oh
We're,
my god.
Because if I don't get paid, I really can't eat. I don't like not eating.
It'll be
Especially-
fine.
okay, here, please sign this. And he like slides forward a little. It's a municipal. Okay.
Because I really like that pie over at Millie's. So Millie's pie. is
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
could you bring me
Really?
back a
No,
slice?
we're on police business.
We'll get it later.
Okay, I mean if you're on your way back.
Oh, we did have
That's
that problem
enough.
the other day. What?
Oh, that's right. We did have those other halflings that came in that were
I
murdered.
don't care about this. Someone is dead. We're gonna go.
Oh,
So those halflings were dead.
I've got to
too,
go
yeah.
take care of a body. I'll be back.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bring it back if you need to.
Okay. So where are we going?
Police headquarters.
God, I hope somebody clipped that.
You have a body at police headquarters?
Yeah. Wait, do we?
The body
Yeah.
of.
I assume,
Oh wait, are we?
I assume the person fell through the floor.
No. I
Which
thought
part?
Right now you've got Felix
I
because
think I wanted to take you in for questioning. Right?
you could have just talked to him there. I mean, you could have
I
just
thought he
asked
was
him.
gonna help me with things.
He totally could. I mean, it's up to you. If you did just ask him to, so or you, I guess you more told him to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll help with things.
So what is it that you would like to do now,
I don't-
detective?
Honestly, outside
Really
of
should look
this,
at that
I don't
body.
know what to do with him.
Most of us don't.
Same.
We really should look at that body because I'm sure that if it's just lying there, evidence is gonna like get polluted.
Wait, the
and we're
body is still out there?
I'm sure it's still at the location because they didn't call me to pick it up yet.
All right. That was
You're not
me
the
talking out
only
of
one,
character.
and it's a different district,
It is.
so you wouldn't get.
Could we go there?
You can go to the coroner's office in Sharn's Welcome.
Wait, weren't we just in the coroner's office?
Different section.
You were, but a different Dura.
What the hell?
Different neighborhood.
So yeah, they're like it's essentially a different neighborhood. Yeah,
Sharn is this big
Uh-huh.
Sharn is
and
massive.
this tall.
All right.
And you're right.
We're like this.
Okay.
You're in one of the
So
lowest
So
levels.
he didn't have the body
No. Who
this
didn't
whole
have that?
time?
No,
He didn't.
You didn't at your morgue.
I had Latch's body. I didn't have this body.
The person who fell through the.
Yes.
Okay.
right.
Didn't have that one.
It's like the Valley versus Hollywood.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like
different districts.
yeah, like Riverside versus like
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
I don't know.
Okay. Let's,
No, this is
let's
good.
go.
No, you're
Because
fine.
Now we're telling you, and
I
we're
wonder
telling
why Felix got arrested. You said he got
I'm
arrested.
still out of character. Okay.
yeah. Lossian doesn't break. We don't break character much here, so Lossian definitely doesn't. All right, so where is it that you would like to? Where is it that you would like to head?
What do I need from him?
From him?
Yeah.
I guess help with the body. You were going to mostly corroborate
The other
Felix's
story.
story. So maybe you
And he
guys head
kind of
back
did.
to the cocoon. Do you feel confident enough to go back and tell your boss that you kind of corroborated it? You can. You guys could just go back and the boss could question Lossian if you want.
Sure.
Okay. As you guys travel back, we travel to the floor of the Old Dominion.
I'm already. I didn't eat much today.
Roll me a wisdom save. At disadvantage.
9.
9. So, you see the toilet lid. Oh, poor girl. You should really try to think eating more. Especially before you drink the good stuff.
What? Oh man, you're not even real.
Who's to say any of us are?
Oh man. Well, I don't know what's happening. Why are you talking to me?
Why are you talking to me?
Cause you started it.
Aw, you told me you hadn't eaten anything.
Well, I ate a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I know,
now
I have that now.
I know. I back away.
You going somewhere?
What are you're? This is not a thing. No toilets talk. No toilets have ever talked.
I don't think that's true.
When have you talked? Have you talked to anyone
Well,
else?
me, maybe not.
Well, see, you're not. It's all in my head. I hate this. I'm going to get
It's
up
certainly
now.
not in your stomach anymore.
No, I'm getting up and I'm going to leave you to your business. I gotta wash my face and my mouth because this is disgusting.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
I back away, close the bathroom door.
You're not gonna wash out in here?
Is it a toilet and a sink?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Okay.
It's a standard bar restroom kind of thing.
Okay, so it's not like a bunch of toilets and then...
Oh, you didn't throw up in a trough.
Okay.
This is Sharn. It's quasi-civilized.
Well, all right, in a female's bathroom, there's a lot of different
Yeah.
stalls.
Roll
that
for
are
a wisdom
all
save. At disadvantage.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a 5.
Okay, so as you back away from the toilet, you bump into the like little love seat that's there in the bathroom, sitting against the back wall next to the door.
It's hot class lounge.
Oh, hi, dog.
Oh, this is not good. I did not.
Do you need to sit?
No, I gotta wash my face.
Yeah, that's the sink over there.
Okay, thank you. What is your name?
Dolores?
Thank you, Dolores.
Thank you. What was your name?
Rose?
Oh, I have some rose color thingies on my stuff.
You sure do.
Like my upholstery is wonderful.
Boy,
I've got
boy.
extra roses.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
I slowly back into the main area.
Out the door.
Yeah. I slowly turn around.
Make me an intelligence check.
Oh my god,
At
disadvantage.
This stuff was harsh.
Woo! That's a 3.
You walk into another stall. Like you back into another stall.
Oh, it's like a maze. How can I get out of here?
Hi, can I help you?
I would like to leave. How do I get out of this maze?
Can you walk forward? Never straight, just forward.
Okay. And I turn around and I open the door.
That's my toilet lid.
Oh.
You just backed in here.
I turn around to the door.
Again?
I'm going out the door.
Yeah.
Okay. I go to the door. I slowly look around for the way out.
Make me an intelligence check. Flat.
Man, it does not. I don't want to. It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Yeah.
So you feel your way around for a little while, and
What does it look like? What do I see?
okay,
It's
so
like, I mean,
so-
my eyes are open.
your eyes are kind of crusty. You did wash your face just recently. You're in rough shape, but you are able to see that you've kind of made your way out of what appears to be a fortress to you. And there's the love seat across the way against the wall that you feel is staring at you
Okay.
in like a pity way.
Why are you looking at me like that? What did I ever do to you? And I would like to... Vicious mockery.
Okay.
You and those stubby legs.
It fails
and
its
those
wisdom saving throw.
chafy,
Yeah.
It's a chafy upholstery.
Uh-huh. It fails its wisdom saving throw. However, it is an inanimate object, so it's immune to psychic damage. Yes, Felix.
No,
what-
it's fine. I was gonna say it. It only targets creatures. So.
No, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. So, for some reason, when that happens, what pops back into your mind is that Lee 574 is who won the big package, our big giveaway, and then congratulations, because that's a lot of stuff. So congratulations on that one, and we'll assume that our we'll call it Witchbot is going to go ahead and do a second raffle for us for the Dungeon Master Guide, the Player's Handbook, and World Anvil Grand Master year-long subscription.
Is this all one drawing?
This is all one drawing.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Happy All Hallows Eve.
Right? It's the treat part.
Back in the scene.
I'm tricking them so you guys get treats.
Back in the scene.
And
One second.
no, take your time. Write the thing like you did before.
Yep.
So when you, after you scream and yell at this upholstery, you notice that nothing seems to happen, although it does not talk back to you anymore. And then your eyes lock on the door to the left. And it does not seem to double in your vision. You're able to put your hand guiding yourself across the way to the door and focusing intently, open it, peer out. Everything seems to be very singular.
Anyone else want to talk? Okay. Okay. I need some water. We go to the bar.
Okay.
I get the water.
Do you want to make me a save to see if you can?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
This will be an intelligence. I guess this will just call a perception check.
Disadvantage?
No.
21.
You locate a pale of water.
If you're doing it.
And then you remember that you don't remember how long that pail of water's been there. And we go back to see. Very nice. We go back to Felix. You see sitting across from you a Sharn watchman who just seems to be rather annoyed that he has to sit and babysit you. As the door jingles and opens, he perks up, slightly disappointed when he sees Lossian come in, but hopeful when he sees Bera follow directly behind. Can I go now?
Oh, you're the guy.
Yeah. Can I go now?
Yeah, yeah.
Can
Thank
you get me a coffee or something?
Hi, Felix.
Hey, how's it going? Wave.
I'll get him a coffee.
Okay, great.
And a straw.
Why'd you get arrested, Felix?
No straw.
No straw it is. I like your jib.
This is cruel and unusual.
Why'd you get arrested, Felix?
I'm not entirely sure. I just woke up here. I've been charged with... they think I'm the kingpin of the... Lorshin, could you explain to
You're
them...
the kingpin?
No, I'm not.
I
That's the
knew it.
problem.
What?
They think I'm a kingpin of that lily den that we fell into last night. Oh, was it last? Yeah.
No, you don't work there.
No, I know I don't. Could you
doesn't
tell
work
them
there.
I don't work there?
He doesn't work there.
The Master Inquisitive comes in holding your coffee and comes over, looks at you. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi. He places it down in between your forearms. We're fresh out of straw.
That's a shame.
Should be entertaining.
Any sugar?
Aw, you're sweet enough. What'd you find out?
I
Hmm?
can.
Why'd you arrest Felix? He says he didn't know. You think he's a kingpin? Kingpin of what? Because I don't think he's kingpin because he doesn't really work there.
Doesn't work. Does he work anywhere?
Maybe.
So we found quite a bit of stuff.
Did you find some
him.
evidence on Latch?
We found evidence on Felix.
Right. Really?
He had some dream lily in a vial.
Latch
He
wouldn't have died from
had
dream
some falsified documents.
lily. Latch wouldn't have died from falsified documents.
We don't think that he killed Latch.
Oh, I thought that's why then why was he arrested?
He was arrested because he was in a dream lily den and too high to get away.
Oh, did he have the blue around his mouth from taking the dream lily?
He inhaled?
Yeah, but if you do it enough, it collects in the mucous membranes in the corner of your mouth. Otherwise, just casual exposure really doesn't leave that much of a residue. You can just get contact because you were just exposed to it,
It
doesn't. You don't really have to partake if it's in a large concentration in a small
the
closed area.
amount of times that he's partaken in it is really irrelevant considering
no,
he had it on his person.
Oh, he did? How did you get
Yes.
that?
I would like to know that myself.
He was being carried by a warforge from Karnath with skin grafts.
Oh, that's Zaylin.
Oh.
I know Zaylin. She carries bodies for me from time to time into the morgue.
Does Felix know, Zaylin?
Not really.
Make me a deception check. And you can make me an insight check.
14! But I'm not lying.
12.
Hmm.
Not really.
Not really. but
We see Zayla
to a degree.
We see Zayla at the Old Dominion from time to time, but mostly she works with me. She was going to go with me to look into the problem with the evidence.
So you were hiring undocumented.
It's not really hiring. It's more of a favor.
You were doing her a favor?
No, she was doing me a favor.
Oh.
Because whenever we need help, low-level labor, sometimes she would help me with that. Because I don't like carrying bodies too much. Well, now I can do it another way.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, we were there to try to find more evidence, missing evidence for Latch's murder, because we don't think it was an accident because of the kids. The kids.
Yes, we
were
don't
getting
think it
trans.
was an accident either.
Because Tawny really wasn't in charge of herself when she
Who's
did
Tawny?
it. Tawny was a little girl in the alley who we found when Latch got hit in the face with the sign. The one that got taken away by the Inquisitor from the upper levels.
Was Tawny holding something?
I think she was holding a wrench, but I don't remember
Well, that checks
what happened
out.
to it. But anyway, so we were looking into more evidence because we wanted to find murder of Latch because we were trying to find out if it was some sort of conspiracy. Because those happen around here a lot. You'd be surprised how many times people try. I got stabbed when we were there because these
I'm a
really crazy
master
people.
inquisitive.
Yes, so you know.
Uh-huh.
So then, did you know about the people who were stabbing me there? Because they really weren't very nice. Who were they?
Let
What kind of people were those?
Let me talk to my compatriot. Bear, let's
I don't know. He talks and I just glaze over.
Yeah, that's what. So let's you and I step outside.
Oh,
real
I'm
fast.
sorry.
That's fine.
I know that doesn't make me better.
They close the door and they leave the two of you in there.
Why'd you get arrested?
Because they think that I was running that Dream Lily den.
Oh, well, I told them you weren't.
I appreciate that. It's all circumstantial. Like, I've never, you and I both know, I've never been there before. Them trying to pin this on me is rather
I think
thick.
they're going to be mad about that Dream Lily on you, though. She really shouldn't carry that stuff. I look over at the window.
Oh, he knows.
You stare at the window. Well, it's okay. So in the hallway, he's like, "All right, so what do you think?"
I've worked with Lossian before, and I don't think he's a liar.
So you think we should let him go?
Well, he has the Dream Lily. What charges, what punishment comes with possession?
Well, be a hefty fine. We can put him in jail for a while. We could banish him from Sharn for a time.
Well, he could probably pay the fee.
He could. We could also surveil him. We could see if there's any,
Gather more solid evidence?
yeah, see if maybe he does lead us back to something. Or if they do find out what happened with Latch, maybe that saves us some manpower.
Yeah. The Kingpin bothers me a little bit, but I think they could be onto something.
What do you mean the Kingpin bothers you? As a person?
I don't think I trust him.
Yeah, I feel that too.
So it wouldn't be that hard to gather evidence on him.
Okay. So, how about this? I think what we'll do is we'll assign you to Latch's murder for the foreseeable future with the intent of using them to do it. You can maybe endorse their ability to snoop around a little bit more. And if you notice anything odd in the meantime, just report back.
Odd in terms of misdemeanor or odd in terms of felony?
Use your judgment.
All right. I can do that.
Keep that one on a short leash. Lossian, that leash can be however long you need to get him out of earshot. For your own sanity.
Yeah. Great. I will do that.
And while you're at it, check in on the other leads that they were talking about. And, definitely let me know if this one does the death ray thing again.
Okay, how does that work?
I have no idea.
Okay. I'll
He
know
said
when
he's
I
a
see
sorcerer, but the reports that we've gotten are sporadic and intermittent. Some of them could have been dreaming. Some of them could have been drunk.
Mm.
Some of them could have just been in hysteria.
Oh.
Okay. We can do this.
Okay. You two, in the room. Anything else?
I was opened up my book and was studying.
Okay. They walk back in. He walks over to your desk. Does a little latch thing on there and... All right. You're free to go.
Oh, thank you.
This one's gonna be acting as a... she's gonna help you.
Help us?
Yeah. You and Lossian are gonna continue to do your own little investigations. And Feyre here is gonna make sure you stay out of trouble.
Victim of circumstance at best.
Sure, we'll see.
We have the best of intentions. Is there anything else, sir?
No. I think that'll do.
We are at your service.
Well,
What was your name, by the way?
my name's Beira.
Beira.
Eckhouse.
Beira
Eckhouse.
Eckhouse?
Sure.
Is that a particular name that I might recognize?
Eckhouse is,
Yeah.
but not Feyre.
I was meaning more Eckhouse, as in the like family name.
Yes.
What do I know of it?
You know that they were formerly a... Well, give me a history check and we'll see how much you remember.
That would be a 19.
Okay, so... Eckhouse, or Hoss, was the... Yeah, hobgoblins, goblins all pretty much use double vowels.
Okay.
In most of their stuff. So what you recognize and remember from this is that the Eckhouse were one of the few goblin families that did not turn on their employers when the Galdar clans formed together and essentially, instead of fulfilling their mercenary duties, they took the land and either killed or pushed out anybody that was remaining on the land that they had been paid to guard.
So her family
Was
are
one of the only ones that
the
did.
honorable mercenaries
However, when they came back to Sharn, well, originally not even to Sharn, but to Sire, some of the families had to go back to Sire where the contract was originally created. They were disgraced because they failed to uphold their end of the contract by keeping that safe.
Yeah.
And some migrated to Sharn. Her family was originally from Sharn. The Eckhouse were from Sharn. And so her family, her clan, is one of the few honorable ones, but have pretty much been reduced to poverty instead of being one of the formerly great mercenary houses.
Gotcha. Okay.
What were we saying before you asked me that question?
It was an introduction.
Okay.
All right. If your goal is to solve this murder,
Yes.
that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to help you, and you're going to help me.
Fair enough. Can we collect our effects?
I feel as though you should hold on to the Dream Lily.
I should keep it on me.
Yeah.
That's not even mine, so I don't really care about it.
What purpose does
How
this...
comforting to know.
I was talking about my effects.
You can
not-
pick up what we found on you.
Thank you.
But in case it's needed, you can go ahead and maintain that evidence on your person. Fill out the appropriate paperwork for it.
Paperwork?
You're not involved.
Oh.
Okay, I do that.
Okay.
Speaking of paperwork.
Oh, I'm not here. I'm doing the paperwork.
Okay. So you leave. So you head off. You do the paperwork. You go to collect the stuff, and you'll come back with a box of his effects.
Sure.
So the three of you are now awkwardly standing inside the room.
So, since we're doing this investigation and I got stabbed already at the beginning of it, is there any chance I could get a permit so I can defend myself? Because I wouldn't like to get stabbed again. Getting stabbed really hurts. It also stops me from being able to...
essentially being deputized?
No, because I'm a coroner. I can't be a deputy.
I wouldn't call it that, but with Bera, you will.
Is this like under the table?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is so. If you would, this is very akin to the way that Devik would have been handled.
I don't know what that is.
The bodyguard or the bounty hunter that you guys have employed before.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm their boss.
Contact.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, we'll say middle ground that.
Sure.
So Lawsian, I think we can probably work something out on that end.
Yeah, just a carry permit would just be fine.
Do we? Who else needs one? Okay, why don't you
Yeah,
petition me when that happens?
Right.
I don't know that.
I can't think of anybody else that really uses swords like I do. I like swords.
If you figure out how to handle yourself, perhaps you should apply as a magic user with the city.
I will absolutely pursue that.
Okay, I come back with a box of stuff.
I mean, also, most people know how to use knives and things like that. If I'm able to procure something to actually physically defend myself, am I allowed to, in a situation, do that? I'm not looking to stab people, but if someone's trying to stab me, it would be nice to know that I wouldn't be crossing any lines by defending myself.
Well, you can always defend yourself. It's a matter of escalation of force. And you seem to be playing with a firearm.
What? He's got his arm sets on fire?
Did you know that he shoots death rays out of his hand?
That's what people have heard. It doesn't make any sense to me. I haven't seen it yet.
Huh. Maybe it's not true. He doesn't seem to deny it.
Ooh. Can you teach
All
me how to
I
do
know
that?
is I screamed at someone and tried to ward myself away from them, held my arms up, and there was an explosion. That's all I'm really aware of.
Oh, so you are responsible for the hole in the floor.
No.
Make a note of that.
That was a falling owl.
Explosions?
Sounds unlikely.
It was
saw-
a localized
I saw the
blast that
collapse on the
caused
floor.
someone
It just
to
happened when the
fall
body hit
across
it.
Better get them out of here.
All right, let's go. Semantics later.
Bye. So can I get my paperwork before we go? 'Cause
What paperwork?
I just carry a permit,
He
you
just
know.
loves his
Okay,
paperwork.
okay.
He'll
Have a party.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
he'll complete the paperwork needed for his concealed
Just carry.
concealed carry permit.
It's kind of hard to conceal the longsword.
And
I would like to get some of those too. I can fill them out later, it's fine, but so if I collect a couple to fill in?
sure,
Wonderful.
I know where that's going.
So
Yes. All right, so you guys you guys leave, and we'll just say for time's sake that you end up making your way back to the Old Dominion.
Should let Rose out.
Who has been locked in the Old Dominion. So you come in, open the door, and walk in.
I just have a bottle, different bottle. I'm just lying on the floor, on the stage, with the spotlight on me, just.
I shut the door and we go in and lock it.
I can see you made yourself comfortable.
Rose.
What are you going? Where is there's Armatio? Where is everybody?
Bera, that's Rose. Rose, that's Bera.
Hi.
Who are you? What is she doing here? Who let her in?
Me.
Why would you do that? Still, toilets are talking now? It's very weird.
Really? Was it a porcelain elemental?
Is that a thing?
Could be. There's earth elementals. Why couldn't there be porcelain elementals?
You're absolutely.
No, we are not going down this
But Bera
avenue.
works with City Watch.
Why did you let her in? I don't even I'm just like, why did you let her in then?
Because she's working with us
You
on the
and your
murder of Latch.
friends are helping me solve a murder.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Rose,
I sit up, just my bottle.
sway.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
You can't ask me any questions. I need a lawyer.
Remember when Latch got hit in the head with the sign and died? Wasn't that sad?
It was so sad. So he's a nice guy and
I
he
didn't-
trusted me to sing in his club and now he's going.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to leave so soon. But technically, they're immortal. It would have been nice to have somebody hang around for a couple hundred years.
Felix!
What was the name of this district? It was the boroughs.
The one you're in?
Oh.
No, I mean like the level.
Dura?
Oh.
Dura?
Lower Durham.
Lower Dura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're lower Dura.
Felix!
You have to understand that people, and I know I'm here. The low
This
people
woman
in
is sick.
yes,
This woman is drunk.
people in the lower Dura are somewhat distrustful of the law because a lot of them try to pin things on people that didn't necessarily happen because it's easier for them.
I don't know what you were talking about personally.
I wasn't saying you do it. I'm saying that it happens, and that's why there is definitely resistance when it comes to people.
I don't know. What is
Sometimes-
everybody?
Sometimes some of the
I
Watch aren't
don't
really
know,
nice.
Rose. I'm sure they will turn
But-
up.
We should take you home.
Mm-hmm.
You need to sleep that off.
I don't
Yes.
feel safe.
What did you
Why
drink?
not?
That. I'm pointing at the gold bottle from
Oh,
before.
Well, don't take that with you.
I don't like it. It makes things talk.
Oh, does?
Yes, that's one of the effects of that drink.
Oh, I see.
What is this?
It's expensive.
Oh, it is. You
Would you like a drink while we're here?
No,
No,
I'm
you don't want it.
working. We're all working.
I'm sleeping.
I am working. I should go back soon.
I am Rose. Very nice to meet you. This is a very nice establishment I sing in.
Yes.
I like your hat very much.
I'll meet you again in the morning so we can remember.
Felix,
Can we make it like
can you
around noon?
protect me
Fine.
until Armatio comes home?
yes.
Okay.
Lotion, would you like to give her the address of the apartment buildings?
Oh, okay.
The apartment buildings?
That's where we're gonna go pee.
There's only
If you want to
one.
meet us there, unless you want us to meet you somewhere else, we can meet you. We can meet you here.
What's at the apartment buildings?
Our apartments.
Where we live.
Do you all live in the same building?
We do.
You, it's like a deja vu
I said
or
that.
something.
Someone else could have mentioned that under the truth rate.
I was.
Zone of truth.
Do you remember?
Zone of truth.
You remember when I was talking about my hobgoblin landlady called Geetha?
Diva.
And
She's nice.
your friend shut me up about it and said it was irrelevant? I was going to tell you that. But
All right, let's see who this Geetha is.
We'll help you. We'll help you solve this murder because we don't want it.
That's
come on,
exactly what I
let's-
want.
Let's take Rose home.
All right.
Mhm.
I gotta go back to work. You take her home.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So we will put a pause
Ow.
on the game for this evening. That's where we'll end our session. We have a winner for the World Anvil Grandmaster annual subscription,
Yay.
a Dungeon Master's Guide, and a Player's Handbook. And you can go anywhere in the world. So the winner for this one looks like Michael Shizuro.
Congratulations. You know what I mean? There also may be a lot of stickers.
There will be a lot of stickers
Like the
in
giveaway
whatever it is.
You like stickers?
They're new. I haven't even seen them today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Are they Dragon High stickers?
Yeah, the new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for coming to play. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us the whole time. We will. Has anybody got anything they want to talk about?
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim,
Yeah,
for
just
coming and
thank
playing
you.
with us.
Right?
And staying with us.
Your character is very frustrating.
Well, it's a delight.
Watching is fun.
Yeah.
You seem to be wrangling him pretty well.
That's pretty much how you do it. You tell him to stop and
Yeah.
he stops.
I'm just like
Well, I could arrest him for something, so
loitering.
maybe that's why. I don't know.
Oh.
Loitering. That is
Verbal
something.
loitering.
Verbal loitering.
Harassing an officer.
Thank you guys for being here for our return.
Yeah, thank you guys for returning with Inkwell, with the cast. We will have some more wonderful stuff to go through next week. You guys got to see the. I'm actually really happy with how things kind of continued on from last season.
Yeah.
From where we picked them up, we do have some questions that are still unanswered that we'll need to pick up on. But now you guys have a little bit of help, I think. Assuming Kim wants to deal with this again.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if she comes
I'm
back.
tired.
She's tired. She's a little tired.
Sorry, last scene's kind of tiring.
Yeah. But there was, let's see, what else do we need? Thank you so much to our sponsors. Obviously, the incredible game D&D. Thank you to our friend Keith Baker for writing Eberron to begin with, and also for having me come along on the ride to write your other one with you. Boom! For 5th edition. And thank you to Black Magic, to Dwarven Forge, to World Anvil, who had one hell of a gift for Michael, and the Rook and the Raven. So if you guys haven't checked out Rook and the Raven, definitely do. They have fantastic physical campaign and player planners and guides if you're into the more long-term, like pen and paper version. And then, as always, thank you for coming and playing with me and continuing to explore Sharn. And I feel like there's more people that I'm supposed to be thanking, but...
I do believe we thanked them in the credits.
Oh yeah, that's right. Guess what? If you're a patron, you're in the credits. So thank you guys. You'll see it there. And thank you for all the subs that came in for that. Like that, obviously nothing that we're really expecting, but thank you. Like that, it shows us how much you guys want us to continue doing these things and helping us to pay our wonderful crew, like Andre and Ben back there with the ears on, the sprinkles, put sprinkles all over everything, and our Witchbot as well.
Yeah, I do want to say thank you to Steve, who's gone above and beyond with me as Arcana, and it's an honor to have him as part of our triad.
Yeah, we should actually queue up your high video as well.
Oh.
No, he's like no.
It's not in the system.
Oh, okay. And we'll see you guys next week, 7 p.m. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Wednesday, and we may just have an intro ready for you guys by then, if the cards align.
That'd be cool.
Thank
It
you.
would be cool.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys.